Hey, welcome again to my market update. We are in February. Usually January moves slow, and then right after January 31st, the year just flies away. So let's see what the market is doing for January. This is February, so we're looking at January numbers. Very interesting, a lot of changes in the stats for this month. So let's get started, see where the numbers are. First thing is these numbers, like I mentioned, they are from January. We are in February, so the numbers lag. It's just the way things work. And these statistics come from GEPAR, the Greater El Paso Association of Realtors, that they put out directly from the MLS. So let's take a dive here into the numbers for January. Median sales price, this number actually dropped a little bit, 1.8%. Median sales price is $269,950. So it's a slight drop in pricing from December to January. I don't think it's a big thing to look at. Some people have asked me, hey, have you noticed prices are going down? Potentially some areas of town maybe saw a little price drop, not necessarily. Homes sat a little longer, so that also caused for them to sell for a little bit less. But I don't see a big jump. 1.8% is not a lot, so that's something to think about. I do foresee this number continue to creep up for the rest of the year. Like for example, last year there was 1 month, I can't remember which month, the numbers dropped also for median sales price. It doesn't mean that there was a crash or prices just plummeted, people are losing their shirt. That's not the case. It's just an adjustment, and that's how things work. Close sales is 550 close sales, so this number was also down. Being January tends to be a slow month for the market in El Paso, Texas. It doesn't mean that nobody's buying or nobody's selling. It's just a slower month. Historically, this year, January seemed to be a little active, like the end of the year for I mentioned last month, the end of the year, December, January was quite busy at the beginning. So we're seeing that February, seen a little halt for the first few days, but nothing crazy. I think the market is moving, and we will see the number of closed sales come back up here in the next month. Active inventory is down a little bit as well. Again, this time of the year, January, a lot of people are kind of getting ready to list, but not listing yet. So active inventory was 2,795, was down, just as mentioned, 0.7% from the previous month. So that's expected again for January, not too bad. Median days on market, this is a number that actually was a little surprising because we saw a jump on this number, a big jump from last month, and overall for last year, it's been a change. We got 42 days on market, when last year, most of the year, we hovered around 30 days on market. So now this is a 42 days on market. It's a jump of 31% from last month. So homes, that is something I could tell you, being out there in the market, having listings, they're sitting a little bit longer than they should. Some homes that are very nice, I would say, hey, this home should go for multiple offers, first weekends on the market, and it's not. It's sitting there for a little bit. Curious. It's a little curious that also, even though these homes are sitting there a little bit longer, they're still going for multiple offers. So you have a house, maybe it's been there 7-8 days on market, and then all of a sudden there's 2-3 offers coming. All of a sudden there's an influx of showing requests. It's just a slower moving market, but again, those deals are moving fast. 42 days is still not is a short time to be in the market. So something to consider. Median price per square foot, so that number is also down a little bit, 158. Again, goes down to hand in hand with the median sales price. So there's no surprise, but it's 3.1% difference. Nothing crazy. It's just a slight month-over-month adjustment, not even an adjustment for the market, I think. New listings that hit the market, that was up surprisingly. Like I mentioned earlier, sales were down, people were getting ready, people are listing. We have, at our office, we have a handful of listings that are coming on the market for January. They're getting ready. So the new listings were 963, up 40%. So this number is something that I predict will continue to go up in the next few months and take us into springtime, take us into summer. The number of listings are going to continue to increase. Now, what does that mean for you as a buyer? Hey, as a buyer, you're going to have more options. You're going to be able to take your time a little bit, maybe pick from one house or the other versus just having 2 or 3 homes to pick from in your price point or your criteria. It's a change coming. For listings, there's going to be more competition. That means that you're going to need stronger marketing. You're going to need to prep the house better. You need a strong realtor, professional behind you to tell you exactly what needs to be done at the house, advise you so that you could put your best foot forward with that listing and stand out from the competition, because that's crucial. The days of putting your house on the market and just putting a for sale sign and forgetting about it, putting pictures on the MLS and I'm done, making it real and that's my marketing strategy are over. That's not really going to sell your house. There's more to that. You need to have a professional working with you so that you could get the house sold. It's important to understand that. There's another note, there's changes in the algorithm with the online platforms. So you have to know what's going on there to be able to compete in a market where there is more inventory coming. So that's the case. Even though there's a lot more inventory coming, doesn't mean it's a bad time to sell. It's recently people ask me, it's not really a good time to sell, right? It's not true. It's a good time to sell if your numbers make sense. There's buyers looking at all these numbers. There's still a shortage of inventory, and that's why we're still seeing multiple offers coming on homes. They're not coming multiple offers first weekend out, but I still see multiple offers coming through in different listings. So that's a tell of where the market's headed this year. I do see the market speeding up, more activity, more listings, and more buyers coming out for 2026. So that's my take for February market update. And let me know in the comments what you think the market is going to do for us here in March. I'll see you next month.